This is the lights thing here is another scene from the 2015 material. The idea with this is that you should try to create a small animation with this as well as some lighting. So if I just open my outliner and I can just go objects and say lights, you can see that it's empty. There's no lights in there. If I just show all here, you can see that I have different things, but there's no lights. So what I want to do is this. Actually, I will show this in Legacy Viewport, I guess, like so. Then it's a little easier to see. Did I get this started? Yes, it's recording. Good. What we have here, let's just go default material. No, that didn't change anything. Yeah. What is it? Okay. So this is actually a rig for the lamp. Maybe if I do it in wireframe, it's easier. So you can see this little green cross here. If I grab that, I can move that around, and that will let you work with the lamp like a regular desk lamp. Okay. So if I just press 5 to go back to shaded, and if I press 7, it will be using lights. You can see it turns on this light icon. So now it's totally dark because there's no lights in here. So I'll start out by creating a light source, a standard Maya light source. Create lights, and I'll use a directional. That creates these arrows down here. Look like this. And you can rotate them to create light from a certain angle. It's kind of strange that this is totally black. Why is it totally black? It should be. Let's just go see. Because it's inverted for some reason. Just go, there we go. So as I rotate this, this will show the light from that direction, and I can make it. Oh, turn on. Yeah, I can turn the light intensity up and down. I can also change the color. I want to make it some strange color. So I'll just make it white for now. Actually make it slightly blue. Yeah, so it's a little cold nighttime light. Then turn it down low. Yeah. And then I'll create another light. And this time I'll create a spotlight. Spotlight. And I will move this up. Here we have the spotlight, as you can see. And I will move that up so that it sits inside the lamp. So I'll just go to right view and frame by pressing F, and then move this up. Maybe turn on wireframe by pressing 4. Ooh, there. And I'll just rotate this until it's sort of matching the lamp here. So it's that looks sort of right. Maybe a little more there, and then maybe from the front view you can see that it needs to be moved inside the lamp. So there we are. So if I look at this and press 5 again and 7 for light, you can see this is the light coming out of the lamp. But right now it's like a very small light. So if I look over here, there's this thing called cone angle, and if I make that larger, maybe like something like this, you can see that it will light up the table slightly more. There's also penumbra that will make it soft, either going out or going in. And there's drop off that will make the light more intense at the center and then dropping off. So just a little bit of that is good as well. Now you will notice that there is no shadows on the floor. That's because the light is created without shadows by default. So if I go to shadows and turn on depth map shadows, you can see there's still nothing going on, but there's now shadows on this light. I need to turn shadows on up here, like so. So now it's calculating the shadows in the scene, as you can see. So if I move it around, you can see that there will be shadows. It's actually doing shadows from this one as well. I don't want that, so I go in there and I look at the shadows, and that is actually a little further down here. I just disable that, so now there's no shadows. In this case it was ray trace shadows. No shadows on that one. So I'll grab my spotlight and I'll make that slightly orange. So I'm having a blue fill light and an orange like main light. They are, as you can see on the color wheel, they are complementary colors, and it's a very typical combination to use, like a blue fill color and then an orange main color, because it creates a contrast in color in the scene. And you have the cold and you have the warm, and if you look at a lot of nice images, you'll notice that this is something a lot of people do. Now, what I want to do is I want to attach this light to the lamp. So what I'll do is I'll just select the light first here, and then shift select this joint in here, and then I'll press the what button? P button for parent. So here, P. So whoop, there we go. So now it's parented in there. So if I grab the green cross here and start moving it around, you can see that the light will follow. And I can of course also rotate this like so. So the final thing I'll do here is I will make a small animation with my camera. So I'll go to frame 1 down here, and I will move my camera down here. Maybe have it something like this. Select my camera by clicking this icon up here. There, you can see now my camera is active. I'll just open the channel box so you can see what's going on. And now while in the viewport I can press S, or I can go all the way to the animation menu set, go key and set key, but the shortcut is just S. So press S, whoop, come on, select camera and press S. You can see that all of this turns red. And there's also a little red tick down here. That means there is animation on the translate, rotate, scale and visibility of the camera. And the bright red color and this little tick indicates that it is at the current frame. If I then go to frame 120, you can see when I'm not at frame 1, it changes to this lighter red. That means there's animation on this, but it's not at the current frame. So I move here, and I just move my camera, maybe, let's see, up here, and then I set another key. So now I made an animation by just setting 2 keys. And I can do the same thing for the lamp. Maybe have the lamp start out there. Press S and then go to the last frame and then maybe rotate it a little bit and move it up a little bit. And then just set a key there. So you can see now I have this fairly small animation going on with my table and my light. That was all.